Hello and welcome to another episode of Pokemon TCG Live, and we're back with another deck for December from TCGPlayer's top decks of December, and we are playing today. We're not playing Electric, we are going to be playing Gardevoir EX Psychic deck. Let's just have a look at the deck here. I will scroll down, and if you need to pause the video so you can check the cards out and build the deck yourself, then you can do that. But I'm just going to scroll through here. Built it off of the website, and I will leave the deck list in the description below and a link to the web page as well, so you can see the decks that they have got on their December top deck list. We've got Radiant Greninja to spend energy to draw cards. We've got Manaphy, who prevents all damage done to your bench Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon, which is pretty cool. We've got Lumineon V, which means that we can get if we play this card from our hand onto our bench, then we can draw a supporter card, which is also cool. Obviously, it's using a Gardevoir EX, which is as often as you like during your turn, you may attach basic energy from your discard pile, which is cool, which means that uses the Radiant Greninja mechanic there. So Radiant Greninja will spend the energy and Gardevoir can then pull it back out again. And this has got Scream Tail, which is new to a Gardevoir EX deck. So this attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each damage counter on this Pokemon. I'm not too sure how that's going to work with how this deck is going. We've got Zacian V, Roar of the Sword. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for an energy card and attach it to one of your Pokemon. Shuffle your deck, and if you use this ability, your turn ends. Okay, so that will end the turn, but it does mean that we can draw energy out and put it onto our Pokemon. We've got Rare Candy, we've got two of those. We've also got Ralts and Kirlia, which are, these cards are pretty awesome. So we've got Ralts, which is got to switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, which is pretty cool. So you can attack and switch, so you can kind of duck and cover. We've got search your deck for up to 3 Kirlia. So this Kirlia is the main fundamental of this deck. We don't have to place Ralts down with this card. You literally get 3 Kirlia, put them straight onto your bench. So that is cool. We got another Gardevoir here as well. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck, attach any number of basic energy cards you find there to your Pokemon anywhere you like, put the other cards into your hand. So you're still pulling cards. So we will need to get Gardevoir onto the bench pretty soon as well. And this Kirlia, you must discard a card from your hand in order to use the ability. Once during your turn, you may draw 2 cards. So you could discard, and this could work like concealed cards, where we could spend energy to draw cards out. So these are all pretty good cards. Let's get on and have a game. So what deck are they teamed up against? It looks like a grass type. Okay, it's very rare that I play against grass types, and I'm going to choose heads, and I think I want to go second for this one. Not that I'm going to get any choice. Let's see what happens. So we're going first. Okay, I'd prefer to go second, but that's not a problem. So we'll put Scream Tail straight up there. That is the only one that we can do. So that is done. We've got Fog Crystal. Search your deck for a Psychic Energy card or basic Psychic Pokemon. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. So that's quite cool. That's going to help us out first turn as well. So we're done that. We've got Avery, which is cool. So draw 3 cards. We remove them down to 3. And we've got another Fog Crystal as well. So we can get 2. I'm going to get 2 of the Psychic Pokemon out. We've got Collapse Stadium here. Each player can't have more than 4 bench Pokemon. Okay, so that's cool. And we've got this one here. Once you turn your player, search their deck for a basic Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box, which we could also put on, actually. I'm going to put that on straight away. We're going to use Fog Crystal. We're going to put Ralts. There we go. Done. Ralts is now going to go on. Our Kirlia that we've got is to draw 2 cards. So that's quite cool. Going to leave that. I'm going to use Fog Crystal again. And do we put another Ralts on? I'm going to draw basic energy this time, actually. And then we can choose this to use Ralts again. So that's cool. That's straight onto the bench. We could use Ultra Ball now to pick another Pokemon from that, but we'd have to discard these, which I don't want to do just yet. So I'm going to place my energy onto Scream Tail. That can retreat. Ultra Ball's the only thing that's left, and I think we are done. Let's see what happens. So this can do quite a lot of damage, I guess, or more damage than it needs to. 20 damage onto one of your Pokemon, so for any damage counter that's on it. So every damage they give me, I can do double back. I will be changing this to Collapse Stadium afterwards once I've got my bench set up, so that's all cool. And Avery is draw 3 cards. If you draw cards in this way, your opponent discards a Pokemon from the bench, so they have 3. So hopefully, if they manage to get more Pokemon onto their bench and try and set their bench up now, we can lock them down to 3, then stop them from having any more than 4. Does also mean that we can only have 4 as well. Once we've got Kirlia on, we can then... So Luxurious Cape. If the Pokemon this card is attached to doesn't have a rule box, it gets 100 HP. And if it's knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent, player, that takes 1 more prize card. Ooh. Do I want that player to say 100 extra? I'm going to save that, I think. I don't need that one anymore. We will use... We don't even need Avery either, do we? Right, okay. So Kirlia is going on. And what we could do is discard a card from our hand. So we could discard... Sorry, I don't think that's good enough. So we've got Professor Turo. So put one of your Pokemon into play into your hand. Okay, so that's cool. Which one do we do? I mean, I'd like to put Collapse Stadium on. But all of these I'm not too sure about. So we could shuffle it and put it into the bottom. So I'm going to use Iono. Right, so that gives us another Kirlia. Move 2 damage counters from each of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So I'm going to maybe use that. We've got a rare candy there, which is pretty cool. So I might use Ultra Ball. I'm going to discard this Kirlia. And I'm going to discard Lost Vacuum. We can then pull... Gardevoir EX or Gardevoir. So once you turn, I think we're going to use that, okay? Then we can rare candy, get Gardevoir onto there. Top 2 cards of my deck. Attach 1 basic energy card to one of your Pokemon. So we're going to Screamtail. I think I will for now, okay? And we get another Kirlia. Sweet. So that's I could discard that one as well. And then we can put energy onto... Oh. So this does 30 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Oh, cool. Right. So I'm going to do that. Move 2 damage counters from each of your Pokemon onto... So I don't really want that at the moment. Okay. So that is cool. We are going to then do 20 damage to one of your Pokemon for each. So we're going to do Slap. Still trying to get used to this deck and how it works, but I think it's working pretty well. We need to get Gardevoir EX out as soon as we can. We've got Kirlia there, so that's not a problem. Crushing Hammer. We can draw some more out, that's not a problem. So Venmoth. Now confused. Okay, so we need to start getting rid of these. They're charging up. Once we've got our Gardevoir EX out, it should be pretty easy. I do need to swap these over. So let's see what they pick. So Squavette. I think they got just the one. Might have Radiant EX. Attacks used by each basic Pokemon in play costs 1 more. Okay, right. I'm trying to think what they did there. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused you. Right, okay. We've got another Ultra Ball. So we could discard those. That is odd. Why wouldn't let me use that item card? Oh, they can't play any item hands. Okay, I didn't read that properly. Fair enough. Right, that's a good move. Attacks used by each basic Pokemon in play cost 1 more. Oh, we need to get rid of that. We do definitely need to get rid of that. They shouldn't be able to... Although that's stage 1. That would be why. Okay, right. So this stops me from being able to use my Ultra Ball or any other item card. Gardevoir, go on. You got the highest energy. So I should have used these. I was slightly confused by the last go. Right. Rare Candy doesn't really help us, but we can use... Once you turn, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck. I should have used that last go anyway. Cool. We've now got Gardevoir EX, which is cool. We'll put that on there. We can then use... Something like during the turn, you may attach basic energy cards from your discard pile. Have I got any? That is the question. Got 1. That's cool. Right, we'll attach that to our Gardevoir, I think. So... And that will recover from special conditions as well. Okay, so we will use that then. We cannot retreat. Again, we have 2 damage from... Might end up bringing that out because we haven't got anything else out at the moment. So I'm going to put that onto the bench. And that ends our turn. See what we can do. Each of you have 2 damage from each of your Pokemon. So I could 2, 4, 6. I could take out Squavette. I could take out Bemot. We need to Super Rod. Can't use any item cards, which is becoming a right pain. Cool, right. I am going to put that on. Then we can retreat. Put Gardevoir EX on. That's cool. We can then do that, and we can put 1, 2. That's not basic, so I can now take them out. Sweet. So I can take 1 prize card. That's an energy. Cool. That's 190, so that will take Mew EX out as well. So I think, yeah, having Gardevoir EX on is going to help us out quite a lot. None of these are higher than 190, so that is pretty good. And we don't need any more of that energy onto there. Screamtail could do 60 damage on its own, so we could bring that up if we need to. See what we can do. Don't need to... We can use Ultra Ball now. So that's confused me. So what I need to do, can we... We've got a Kirlia. We haven't got a Ralts out there yet, so I need to get myself a Ralts. Can I still not use any item cards? Great. Right, I will then... This does 60 plus, so... We do that anyway. Cool, Lumineon V. Yes, I will use Lumineon sign. I think I'll take Avery for now, because we've got confusion. I've already got an Avery. There we go. But we managed to pull the boss's orders out as well. We've got Retrieval Energy. As long as this card is attached to Pokemon, it provides normal energy. If you have more prize cards remaining than the opponent, and this card is attached to the Evolution Pokemon, doesn't have a raw box, this card provides every type of energy. Provides only 3 at a time. Right, okay. So I'm going to attach that onto Gardevoir there. We've got energy there. We've done that. Don't have an ability there. We can't use any of those just yet. So I will attack and hope that it works. I think that helps. No, we didn't. Oh, man. It should recover me from all special abilities, actually. So that's quite good. But they will confuse me again, which is going to be a bit of a problem. So I will boss orders next turn. So that's now suffers from confusion. Can't use that. I will draw 2 cards though. And we will put one onto there. Not really what I wanted to do actually. Ralts, sweet. Going on the bench. We can then use Rare Candy next time. What I will do now is put Boss's orders on. Put new EX on. Put my energy onto Ralts. And hopefully we get heads. Yes! So that takes confusion off and knocks them out. Which gives me 2 prize cards. Aha, cool. So with Professor Turo scenario, yeah, they've got another Venom off. So as I was saying, with Professor Turos, we can put one of the Pokemon in play into our hand. So I'm going to take the Lumineon V out. I'll put Manaphy on. So we're going to use Rare... We can't use Rare Candy. Oh, man. That is... It's a wall, isn't it? Right, so... Don't need that anymore. So I'm going to put... on there. We'll put Gardevoir CRE on next time, so that's not a problem. We will use... No, I'll use Professor Turo. Put Manaphy on. So I don't need to be drawing any more cards out, really. I will use that, though, to draw another 2, just to see if I can get some energy. Aha, Fog Crystal. Level Ball. Search your deck for Pokemon 90. I don't need that. I can't use the item cards because of the conditions, which means all of these become quite useless. Right, okay, never mind. We will attack, though. And just hope. Never mind, never mind. Next turn, I will try and... Hopefully I'll get an energy card out, which means I can then put them on. Screamtail will do 30, do 60 damage. gradually eating away. This has turned out to be a long game. They got quite a good... I've always thought grass decks weren't too good, so I'm running out of cards as well. Anyway, Gardevoir EX. Got no energy in there. We can't use that. What I could do... Avery, they have to knock one card out. See what they take out. I'll put Scream Tail on. Well, I could use that. So that is energy attached to this Pokemon. So 3, 6. Yeah, I'm going to put Gardevoir on, I think. Right, so rather than using Confusion, I'll attach my energy to there. I might risk it, actually. I'm going to keep going. We will use that ability soon, though. See, now that knocks them out, so that's cool. I get cured. They've got another Venomoth there, but, you know, 320, I'm out. Never mind. They get 2 prize cards, I get 1. But I can use Gardevoir next. And then we've got Scream Tail we can use as well. In fact, I could put Scream Tail on. No, I'll put Gardevoir on first. Wait for them to select their prize cards. See what they pick. We get to pick one. We're going to go for number 3, I think. Another Gardevoir. See what they put up, and then that'll help me choose what I want to put up. I'm guessing they're going to put Venomoth on, but we'll see. So they were inactive for too long, and we won the match. So I think they kind of gave up on that one. I think we could have gone through and got them out gradually. It was dragging out to be quite a long game, but it shows how effective that deck is. It still worked even though there was things against us. We couldn't use any of our item cards, and yet we were still taking their players out. So that is cool, taking their Pokemon out. So that is how that deck works. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope it kind of gives you a bit of an insight into that deck. Like I was saying, the deck list is in the description below. I also have a link to the website so you can have a look and how they talk through how the deck works and everything like that. TCGPlayer is the website, and it's a good website. I like looking at it to see what decks are hot out of the press right now. So if you enjoyed the episode, hit the thumbs up. If you really enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.